Welcome back, guys. I wanted you people to have fresh brains while we are going through the construction of different kind of trading systems that we are going to see now. The kind of trading system that we will see is trend following system followed by momentum, scalping, pair trading, multiple time frame and others. So in order to show you trend following trading system, let me open up a fresh chart out here. I will open up ACC Limited. Okay. So using your mouse scroller, you can scroll it in and out, or else you can use your up arrow and down arrow to scroll the data on the chart. I can use spacebar on my keyboard to show me full historical EOD data. So I see here that I have historical data right from 1985 for this particular script. So when you subscribe to Fox Trader, the EOD data you get for all the scripts right from its inception. And intraday data you get it for last 500 days. The reason why we give you such a huge data is any trading model which you build, you can actually go ahead and backtest it over a period of time, which would include uptrend phase, it could include downtrend phase, and it could also include different sideways phase. So if your trading system is robust enough to handle all those kind of phases and still give you a good profitability, then it makes sense for me to execute that strategy in future, right? So that is the reason we give you such a huge data. Right, so I have ACC chart out here, and I have already made trending following system on my machine. So let me simply load it and show you the construction of it. So this is the one, trending system. Okay, so this is how it is seen. Now look at the indicators that I have used in this strategy. I have used RSI, and I have taken the default input of 14 bars. Okay, so this is RSI 14. I have used two averages out here, which is exponential, like 9 and 24 average. I can choose to have any exponential moving average. It's not a compulsion to have 924. However, after I do this, I'm not done. I can actually go ahead and fine tune my indicators input to give me the best input that is working for that particular stock. I can also fine tune it on a group of stocks, which will help me identify the input of the indicator that is working on a group rather than a single stock. So that facility also we have. So let me go for a default input of 2 moving averages. Now, apart from ready conditions, what we have available that I showed you in my previous session, okay, we have some custom conditions as well. So think of a person who wants to wants to make his own trading system. Okay, probably he does not want the one which we have readily available here. He may want to combine MACD with RSI along with stochastics. So he may have different indicators which he wants to use in conjunction to produce one very strong signal on chart. So for them, we have this custom conditions available. So custom conditions like is above level, is above line, is trading at days low, is trading at days high, okay, is all-time high, is below level, is below line. So just to explain you in layman terms, this is like a function what we normally used in our day-to-day life to like calculator. So calculator has some functions like plus function, minus function, multiplication, division, ratios, percentage. So those are the functions which are available in calculator. However, while we are using those functions, you have to give them 2 inputs or just 1 input, right? So if you want to use plus function, you have to give 2 inputs to it, and then it comes with an output that this is the result. Similarly, to use this custom condition, you have to give it some input so that it gives you the output that you want. So let's say on RSI, on RSI, I want a condition that it should be above 60 level. So out of this custom condition which are available to me, I can use this condition which says is above level. So when you open this, it will ask you which data line should be above what level, right? So over here I can choose RSI, and over here I can put 60. So it directly means that RSI is above 60 level. Then it becomes a long position to me. And in display name, you can put any of your desired name so that you understand what exactly these conditions are, because you must be, plotting n number of conditions into one study. So you should know which condition is what. So for that, we use a display name box, right? So what I've done here, I've used two indicators as RSI and two averages. On averages, I have put in a condition that short should be above medium. I have used is above line condition for that. So when short is above medium, it will give me a long signal. So if I show this on chart, it will give you a signals everywhere wherever the short average is above medium average, right? So I'll just uncheck it. I don't want to cluster my chart with signals. Okay, the other condition which I have done is RSI should be above 60. So wherever RSI is above 60 level, it is giving me all green arrows on the upper side, right? On the reverse side, I have put in a condition as short should be below medium, wherein I have used a function as is below line. So it gives me a short signal. It gives me a short signal. At the same time, I have made RSI should be below 40 level by using is below level condition. Now what I have done out here is I have merged short above medium signal with RSI above 60 level, because when these two conditions are met on any one bar, I want a signal on that bar rather than having only at one place. So this condition is ANDing of a signal. So we have a few custom signals as well, like ANDing of signals, ORing of signal, NOT of a signal, merge two signals. So this type of signals also we have, which helps you combine two different signals together. So here I have combined short should be above medium and RSI should be above 60. At that time I will go long. So the display name that I've given is average plus RSI by, right? Vice versa, I have done for cell condition, that when average short is below medium average and RSI is below 40, that time I will go cell. So once you have made your buy and sell signals, it is very important for us to convert that buy and sell signals into long and short zones. If you remember, in our previous session, when we used a ready condition, okay, it gave me this kind of a signal, like it gave me a long zone and it gave me a short zone, and it was a ready condition. So here also, once you have constructed your buy signal, your buy exit signal, your sell signal and sell exit signal, after that the point comes that you convert it into a long short zone like this. So for that I have used an indicator called custom condition. So custom condition is an indicator available which helps you convert your signals into a long short zones like this. So here it will ask you for your long entry, like when would you enter into a long position, when would you exit your long, when would you go for a short position, and when would you exit your short. So these are the four labels that you will have to provide. Now in case if it is top and reverse system, then you can simply specify average plus RSI sell in long exit and average plus RSI buy. So this is like always stop and reverse, wherein you are always in the market. However, over here I'm going long only when average and RSI both conditions are met, but I'm exiting my long only on one condition, that is when RSI goes below 40. Similarly, short entry is taken when average and RSI both are in short, and I will exit that short when RSI goes above 60. Okay, so when you plot this condition, this is the kind of zones that you get right here. So when it goes below 0, it means it is a short position up till here. When it goes above 0, it means it is a long position. So you have long, you have short, you have long, Here you have short. This is the out zone, that you should not trade in this zone because at that time probably the market is in a sideways. Then you got a short again over here, right? And then long, short. So this is the way it will continue. So once you have converted your signals into long short zones, then comes a part where you have to back test it, right? So for that we have an indicator available called backtesting level 1. So I'll show you that indicator. It's in strategy section here. So backtesting level 1, right? So backtesting level 1 by itself takes your long and short zones that you have made. However, if you have multiple strategies and multiple long short zones on different signals, then you will have to choose the one on which you want to run a backtesting. So here I have only one long short zone based on RSI and average strategy. So I'll consider this. We have execution on and execution delay. So I have close line with the delay 0. It means that the bar on which you get a signal, it will trade on that bar's close price without any delay. However, there are some people who study the market in the evening, like they work, and when they come home they run a scanner type of a thing and identify stocks that on which they want to take a trade next day, right? So for them it would be ideal to go for execution on open line with the delay 1, right? However, I am a daily trader. I monitor the market every day, so maybe at 3:15 I would actually look at the signal on the stocks where I'm getting based on my criteria, and I would execute my trade then and there. So then in that case I can go for close line with the delay 0. Okay, I have done a backtesting on open line with the delay 1 and close line with the delay 0 as well. The difference that I have found between these two chosen inputs is open line with the delay 1 will always give you 5 to 10% reduction in the profitability. So if you do it with close line with the delay 0, the profit is always more by 5 to 10%. So you can also experience the same thing like in your trading system while you're going through this backtesting method. Okay, so here you specify the long amount, what should be the long order value. At the same time you can also specify what should be your short order value, right? And you can specify stop loss percent, trail stop percent, like when the trade goes in your favor your stop loss will move up in case of a buy signal. The stop will move down in case of a sell signal. So this thing is like when trade goes in your favor, at that point only your stop loss will be trail. If you want to put a target, you can put it out here, but I would suggest not to put a target in any of your strategy, because don't limit your profits. If you have a trending system and if there is a trend, let the trend continue until you get a short signal based on your trending indicator. Okay, so I will not specify any stop loss or trail stop percent out here because I have already defined my exit levels, okay, based on RSI indicators. So over here I'm defining stop loss, trail stop percent, target percent is all 0. Now the output type that I should be getting, it should be cumulative profit. It means that the number of trades that are taken as per this condition for every long and short signals, okay, the profits or loss that you get, it will get added, one after the other, and it will give you a cumulative profit. So if you want just a trade profit for every trade that is taken, so you can go for trade profit. If you want average profit of all the trades that is taken, you can go for average profit. I rather prefer to go for cumulative profit because I want to also look at the drawdowns that I get in my strategy, right? Okay, so I have this one method as add profit loss to the position size. What is the benefit of add profit loss to the position size? I will explain you a little later. So let me uncheck this option, and you can name this as anything. Over here I have named it as average plus RSI profit, right? Okay, and then if you find the backtesting results to be good, you can finally put it into an order, right? So I have an indicator as position a quantity to orders, which will accept your average plus RSI quantity based on the order value that you have given, and it will automatically fire orders to the account that you have specified out here, right? So again, you can make any system and you can take it forward for execution by using this, right? So okay, the purpose of showing you this is the backtesting method. So yellow line which you see on the graph is the backtesting result of the trading system that we have defined as per average and RSI. So let me close this and show you the profitability of average plus RSI on ACC right from inception. So I'm running this trading system right from 1985, and it started from here and now it is up here, right? So this is fetching me a profitability of 5448 into 10, right? So it is somewhere around 54,000 rupees, right? So that is the profitability which I am getting on investing 10,000 rupees on every long and shorts that I am getting, right? So over here, what is happening is the all the trades that you are getting is worth 10,000 rupees. So let's say you take your first trade and you incur a loss of 2,000 rupees. The next trade which comes, you have to trade it with an order value of 10,000 rupees only, right? So you have to add 2,000 rupees from your pocket again to consider the next trade order value as 10,000 rupees, right? So as and when you're making a profit or loss, it does not matter, but every trade out here in this trading system should be worth 10,000 rupees, right? Okay, then okay, I have one feature as add profit loss to the position size. What does this feature does is you don't have to invest anything from your pocket. Once you have deployed 10,000 rupees, if you incur a loss in your first trade of 2,000, then your amount becomes 8,000 rupees. The next trade which comes, it will trade only with 8,000 rupees. If you still incur loss, let's say of 1,000 rupees more, the next trade, if it comes, it will take that trade worth 7,000 rupees. So your profit and loss will keep on adjusting on the next consecutive trades. So if you're making profit of 5,000 over 10,000 rupees, the next trade will be taken of 15,000 rupees. So in this strategy, you are not taking out money of the stock market. However, the profit and loss that you're making, it is getting adjusted, by itself for taking the next trade, right? So if I choose this option and click on apply here, okay, previously the profit that I was getting was somewhere around 54,000 rupees. Now it is 2874 into 100, so it is 2,87,000 rupees now. Okay, so just look at the shift. Previously, without that feature on investing 10,000 rupees, wherein I have to pay for the trade if I'm making loss on my previous trade, so I don't know how much will I have to pay. Okay, that kind of a strategy was giving me less profitability. But when I added a feature of add profit loss to the position size, wherein I don't have to invest any additional money, it is the same 10,000 rupees which is taken care of on my following trades, that is giving me a profit of 2,87,000 rupees. So it is like 6 times more than the actual profit without that feature, right? Okay, so this is all about one stock, right? What if you run this strategy on a group of stock? Okay, I being a retail investor, I really don't want to run a strategy on just one stock, right? So you would actually take a basket of 10 stocks, 20 stocks, 50 stocks, 100 stocks or 200 stocks depending on how much you're investing, and you would diversify it such that you would run your strategy in a basket rather than running it on a script. So now we will find out what is the profitability you can get if you run this strategy on a group of stocks. For that, we can make use of a scanner. Okay, I go to scanner here, I go to group scan. Okay, let me make a new scan here first because I don't have any scans. Okay, I may have some other scan, but I don't have scan related to trending system. So I'll show you how to make one. Okay, I'll take Nifty 100 group here. Okay, then okay, I ran this strategy on a daily time frame. This was a daily time frame here. So let me take daily again here. Okay, I'll go to studies, load the study which I made. So this is the one, trending system. This is loaded. Okay, then I just have to name it. So this is trending system profit, right? Okay, so I save this. This is saved. So once this is saved, now I can scan it. The first scan that you will do, it will actually try to fetch the historical data for all the scripts on the group that you have chosen in the scan. So it will take a little time. It's still running. Okay, so I have the report here. So it ran on 100 stocks. Okay, so 101, it may have one index of Nifty 50 as well. Okay, so this is the profitability, right? So here is the profitability for all the stock. Vedanta is the one which is giving me highest profitability historically on this strategy, right? Okay, so here at the bottom I can choose to calculate the sum of this column. So the sum is giving me how much? 25,74,000 rupees, right, on all the stocks. Okay, now so this is the profitability that I'm getting on a group of Nifty 100. Okay, now I believe I have not checked that option of add profit loss to the position size. So let me close this. Let me edit the same scan. I'll go to studies back and add that feature of add profit loss to the position size. Just remember the last profitability which we got. So now I'm checking this option. I'll click on apply here. I'll close this and I will save and scan again. All right, let me calculate the sum here for this column. Okay, now what I'm getting is 4 crores 15 lakh rupees, right? So you look at the effect, right? I had invested 10,000 rupees in 100 stocks. It means it was an investment of 10 lakh rupees. Okay, and on investment of 10 lakh rupees I got mere 25 lakh rupees after 25 years, right? 25 to 30 years. However, if you would have been using that feature of add profit loss to the position size, the same 10 lakh rupees grew to 4 crores 15 lakh rupees, right? Okay, now here also we are taking long and short side both. Now I have done a backtesting enough on this kind of an investment strategy, is that if you do only long sides in Nifty 100 or Nifty 50 or Nifty 200 group, then the profitability will be more than what we are getting out here. Okay, so I mean, it is just the matter of churning your strategy in different ways and looking what style would give me more profitability and then choosing that style to execute your strategy in future. So this really makes sense, and one can easily run this kind of investment strategy on Nifty 100 group, because on an average you would get only 1 trade or 2 trades per day. Okay, so you can experience it yourself. It is just the matter of churning the quantity as in when you're making profit or loss to go for the next trade, right? So this is the kind of backtesting you can do, right? So it is already saved. Now next time if you want to run it, you can simply go to scanner, go to group scan. Okay, over here you will have to choose like which strategy. So it was like, you know, trending system, profit scan, and simply scan it, right? The first scan will take a little time, however the consecutive scans will be faster than the previous. So this is how you can do a portfolio backtesting of your strategy. Now let me show you a fine tuning of it. Now instead 924 that I'm using out here, what could be the best combination of input that I could use for ACC, right? So for that I can go for analysis premium and go to strategy tuning here, right? In strategy tuning, this is a new button. You can click on this, select the stock on which you want to do fine tuning, right? Okay, here I will do fine tuning on a single script, plus you have a feature to do it on a group of stocks as well, right, to identify the best input that is working on a group. However, now I want to find out the best input that is working on ACC script, right? So this script is already chosen. I'll go to studies, I'll load my study out here, trending system. Okay, right, so let me close this. This is loaded. I'll go to parameters out here. Now I want to fine tune RSI input and 2 averages input, right? So you can fine tune up to 4 inputs out here. So I just want to fine tune RSI parameters. Right now the input value that I've chosen for RSI is 14. Let me fine tune it in the range of 7 to 42. Okay, I can increase it to 50 as well. So it will look out for a combination of 7, 8, 9, 10 up till 50 it will go. So I wanted a step of 1. So if you're taking a step of 2, so after 7 it will try for 9, then 11, then 13, right? So let me go for step 1, so that for every combination with a step of 1 it will try it out. Okay, I'll click on apply here. Okay, you can lock this and then click on start. Okay, so I have the profit analysis out here. So if I take an input of 29 RSI, okay, then it is giving me a profitability of 2,40,000, which is highest, right? And the other inputs like 7, 8, 10, 13, all those inputs are giving me a profitability, are giving me a less profitability, right? So this is without that add profit loss to the position size feature. Okay, so this is the way you can go ahead and fine tune your input parameters to find out the best input that's working for that stock or that's working for a group. Note, when you're running it for a group, at that time probably to find the best input which is working on a group, we have to run one SQL query that we can share with you people in our next session. All right, so this is all about strategy tuning. Just to summarize this, here you can fine tune the input of indicator that you have chosen to see which input is working better for a stock or for a group of stocks. So you know, that would be a right way to go ahead for future trading. Okay, so that was all about strategy tuning. Now let me show you how you can get a detailed analysis of the trading system that you're backtesting on the stock. For that, you can go to analysis premium and go to strategy analysis here. In strategy analysis, you have to select the stock on which you made your trading system. So that was ACC, right? It was on a daily chart. I click on apply here. Then go to strategy, load the trending system strategy that we made. So once it is loaded, you can actually go ahead and select the time frame out here, like from what period to what period you want to run this strategy upon. However, we ran this strategy on the historical data of ACC, which was from 1985. So let me put the start date out here as same from 1985 till date, right? And I want to know the profitability of average and RSI. So I click on run here and click on run analysis. So this is the kind of report that I get here. It will give me a summarized view. So in total I got 148 trades. Out of 148 trades, 75 trades were long, 73 trades were short. Okay, 75 trades which were long, it fetched me a net profitability of 74,000 rupees. The short trades went in a loss of approximately 20,000 rupees, and a net profit long and short combined is 54,000 rupees, right? And I have also included necessary transaction cost into it. Let me see what is the transaction cost I included into my strategy. For that, I can go to analysis premium here and go to transaction cost settings. So for entry delivery and for exit delivery, this is actually a delivery based trending system. So for entry, I am deducting 1% flat cost, and while exiting my trade, I am deducting 1% flat cost. So this 1%, 2% from a single trade I'm deducting flat. So that will take care of everything. It will take care of your slippage, your brokerages, your STT, exchange charges, everything. So 2% flat I'm deducting from each and every trade that is taken out of this trading strategy. Okay, if you are doing an intraday strategy, then you can include your necessary percentages out here. The way I test my intraday strategy is like I include 10 paisa flat, so which again takes care of everything, STT, exchange charges, brokerage, slippages and everything. So after including this transaction cost, if you come out with something which looks very good in profitability, then it makes sense to execute it in the practical market. Until then, you should never trade. That is what I will say. Okay, so this is like a summarized view that you're getting out here. You can get a drawdown figure as well out here, like once you have made an entry, what is the amount of loss that you can get in this strategy, right? Then we show you a profit trades analysis. Out of 148 trades that you got, only 58 trades were profitable, fully profitable. So out of which 33 were long and 25 were short. So this will show you all profit trades figure. Then we have loss trades figure. So 89 trades were loss making. So out of that, this much was long, this much was short. So again, its own analysis. So this is like summarized view that you will get. If you click on analysis details here, it will show you trade by trade information, that okay, here is where you took an entry, like this is the date where you took an entry, this is the date when you exited your trade, for how many days or for how many number of bars you were in that trade, what was your entry rate, exit rate, what was the high rate between that trade, what was the low rate between that trade. So this is just to calculate the potential of that trade and drawdown in that trade. Okay, so here we give you all trade analysis. So it will show you what was the reason of exiting. So if you have put in a stop loss into your strategy, it can also show you stop loss hit, trail stop hit. So all those information you will get out here. Like this is trade analysis that you can do. So it shows you graphically as well. This was a long trade. So here you took a long trade and it went up till this point, and here you exited out of your trade based on RSI exit criteria. So this was your potential from your entry point, how high it went, this was your potential to gain, and from your exit point, how low it went, this was your draw risk, right? So this is how you can get to a trade analysis, deep trade analysis as well into this. Okay, so this is the right method of building a robust trading system that you can follow through for algo trading as well. So let me remind you the steps again which should be followed in making this kind of a trading system. Is like you should have an idea first that this is the indicator you will use, this is the condition you want to put on those indicators, this is the place where you want to go long, exit long, go short, exit short, this is the kind of stop loss or trail stop loss you want to put. So make a flow chart of that, go to our study manager, look at the indicator section, which all indicators can be used, go to the condition section, look at the custom conditions which you will use on your indicators, then go to signal section and check what all things you want to combine together to bring your final signal. And once you bring down your final signal in terms of entry exits, then you have to use it in custom condition to come to a long short zone, and that long short zone can be used in backtesting level 1 condition to get the profitability. Now when you are getting the profitability, you should go ahead and look at the transaction cost settings out here if you have included necessary cost out there. Thereafter, if you're getting a good profitability in that particular script, go ahead and run it on a group of stocks using group scanner. Look at the group profitability of your strategy. If you find that to be good, then you can execute it. If you want to further fine tune it, go to strategy fine tuning, go for group fine tuning and look for the indicators input that is fetching good result in an overall group. Choose that input, okay, and run the historical backtesting again on that input, and then if you find it satisfactory, you can go for execution without any hassle. So that way you will know what is the kind of drawdown you will get in your strategy. You will have confidence, you will have no fear even if you're losing your trades. You can consistently run that strategy for a long time. So let me take a short break out here, and thereafter I will show you the construction of other systems that we have made. Thank you very much.